Welcome, gathered friends, and thank you for joining us as we once again light the lantern and begin another adventure. Tonight, we will be playing the Era of the Dragons, our D&D homebrew campaign. My name is Archangelic, or Mal, and my pronouns are she, her, and I will be your game master tonight. So let's go ahead and introduce our players. Silver.
Hi, everybody. I am Silver_Bulette here on Twitch as well as over on YouTube. And tonight I'll be playing the Gem Dragonborn rogue known as Fenxiris Roxalar. She uses she, her pronouns. I use he, they pronouns.
Levi.
Hello, I am Levi. I will be playing Torsten Pinewalker, the half-elf armor artificer. We both use he, they pronouns.
Tara.
Hello, I'm Tara. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm going to be playing Merlin Hendrix tonight, a chromatic dragonborn wizard whose pronouns are he, his.
And Jaden.
Hey friends, my name is Siliqui Jaden. I use they them pronouns. You can find me most places online as FatSapphicBro. I play the tiefling barbarian named Grief. Grief uses he they pronouns and also uses a combat wheelchair. I'm an ambulatory wheelchair user in real life, and so that's why I like to use it in game. The combat wheelchair is designed by Mark Thompson, who you can find on Twitter at the username Mustangs Art, and the info is also linked in the chat. Welcome back to our space here at Lanternlight Adventures. This is home to all of our TTRPG and related content on Twitch. All of our games are also uploaded to our Lanternlight Adventures YouTube channel. There's a link to our link tree in the chat. You can click on it. It'll take you to all of our various social media pages so you can follow us everywhere we are. If you want to be kept up to date on everything that we're doing, feel free to also join our Discord, which is linked in the chat. We will be starting a new project soon. We'll be playing a new modern magical fantasy game. We will collaboratively, what a word, build the world together using, I'm sorry, did you say street magic? This world building session will be a Patreon exclusive, and then we'll play the game using Monte Cook Games Cypher system. More information will be coming soon. Thanks for joining us for Era of the Dragons, our D&D 5e actual play. We stream this game most Sundays, 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. PST. As for where you can find us the rest of the week, most Tuesdays from 6 to 9 p.m. PST, we stream An Empty Dream, our Girl by Moonlight actual play. Whenever we have one player who is unable to play, we instead stream a special interlude game. This is a side project with our existing cast from An Empty Dream. It centers around an in-world local Santa Marta television show called Appetites. Appetites is a Monster Hearts 2 actual play. This week we will be playing our second episode of Appetites, and we hope you enjoy this little project that opens up our Girl by Moonlight world. Most Wednesdays from 2 to 5 p.m. PST, we stream the old stories, The Breathing Mountain, our new Old Gods of Appalachia actual play. I guess it's not really new at this point. As a warning, this is a horror game, so please take care of yourselves as needed, and we will not be streaming this game this upcoming week. The last two sessions will happen next week, September 18th, and the following week, September 25th. Normally, we would not be streaming on the final 7 days of the month, but we needed to make an exception due to scheduling issues, and we hope you'll tune in as we wrap up this game. We also record an audio cast after a show for each of our games where we go over any necessary advancement steps and debrief from the game. You can listen to these for free on our Patreon at patreon.com/LanternlightAdventures. All these after shows will always be free, but we appreciate any contributions and support as it helps us continue to bring you awesome queer content. Just as a reminder, each month we take the last 7 days of the month off so that we can edit and prepare more content for y'all, as well as have a bit of a break to handle our day-to-day responsibilities. And finally, in support of a free Palestine, we will be financially supporting a family through the Pass the Hat project. More information for that will be shared once we're assigned our family. Until then, there's a donation link for Doctors Without Borders on our page that you can support in the meantime. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much for those announcements. Last we left our heroes, you are still on the trail of the cult. You have taken a little bit of a side quest in the meantime as you fought some owlbears, but showed mercy on one of the owlbears. And it came to you looking for food, but stole your things and took it back to its nest. A nest which turns out to be an ancient temple to some being of immense power. You saw clues on the inside of this building, leading to it being called the source of all decay. And you translated a portion over the door that gave you the clues you needed to enter into the inner sanctum of this being. You saw the obelisk of this thing, reflecting an obelisk you've seen before under Billy Bob Bones' house, which led to the Wellspring of Dreams. This one spoke to you through the voices of 6 corpses of decayed monarchs, all sat on thrones as some sort of testament to its own necrotic energy. And it told you that these wellsprings decided to test your metal to see if you are up to the task of protecting this world. And the corpses all reached to you, and you were transported to its domain. So I'm going to have you all roll for initiative, and I'm going to bring up our map.
16.
16.
13 on the die, so 18 for Finn.
19.
Good, I'm not first. Glad to hear it.
All right. Let's see. So 16 for Merlin. Oh, let's see. Things are a little different. Okay. 19 for Torsten.
Mhm.
Fenn.
That's an 18 total for Finn.
Okay. And Grief.
19 also.
19 also. All right. And thus we will begin combat. So we start the turn off with Torsten.
Can I ask a quick question?
yes.
We did not short rest. Did we short rest after long rest after the owlbears?
No, you did
Okay,
not
cool.
long
I just
rest.
want to make sure that one of my rages is really taken already.
Mhm.
Cool.
Good.
This worm stands before you, sickly green with necrotic energy. It initially looks more like an earthworm as it rises up out of this boggy ground before you, but the front of its head opens up to this ghastly skull seeming to be inside of it. These flaps pull around, and you can just smell honestly, like, for something that's calling itself the Wellspring of Rot, you don't smell rot, you smell fresh soil. Ground after the snow has melted. You smell the decay of all living things, but it doesn't stink to your nose. It's not acrid or putrid. But this creature stands before you easily 15 feet above you.
Okay. Torsten will. For the folks at home, Torsten has not encountered the other wellspring, so this is entirely alien to him. But he can tell that he is being tested in a combat ability. So first, he will pull up the protective field. I believe is the word. Defensive field, rather. So click of the gauntlets, a little field of magic will surround him. And I think why not? He will kind of swoosh his helmet over himself a la Power Rangers or an MCU movie and use the built-in circlet of blasting, casting Scorching Ray. So, let me double check that first. Okay. I'm now within 5 feet of this thing. Great. So, pew pew pew. Does a 17 hit?
A 17. Hold on. A 17 does not hit this creature.
Good to know. Good to know.
One moment here. Let me just double check some things. Because I did reskin this thing from a different creature, and I want to make sure that it got into the VTT correctly. So my apologies here. Let's take a look.
Good to get this out of the way then.
I don't think 17 is not going to hit regardless. So
Right.
yeah.
So let's see here. Second bolt of fire. 15 is a no. I presume a 25 hits.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Alrighty. So this friendo takes 10 fire damage.
Okay.
And as far as movement goes, I'm okay where I am, and I will pass the turn.
You see that you blast fire at it, and the heat of it seems to like cause steam to build up off of this worm as you realize that it's not actually a worm. It's like this creature is made of an energy inhabiting the soil itself. And you see that it does burn it in some way. It does disintegrate some, but it is resistant to fire damage.
Okay.
All right. With that, Torsten's turn is over. Grief, it is your turn.
All right. I'm gonna rage.
Excellent.
That's 15.
15 on the die for wild magic. All right. Your skeleton becomes adamantium, and you become immune to critical hits until your rage ends. You feel you sink like fully, like 6 inches into the soil below you as you just get heavier. You fully have Wolverined yourself.
Fantastic.
Yeah. But yeah, you are now a sturdier creature.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna try and hit this thing.
Excellent.
The lines are a little difficult to see.
I
think
can
right
lighten,
there's
lighten them up a little bit.
yeah, they're a little bit difficult to see. 20 non-nat.
20 non-nat. Okay. Let's see. All right, give me one moment here.
Yeah, no problem.
That a little better? Can you see that okay? Or
It's a little bit better, but it's still kind of weird. I don't know.
yeah, let me see.
I don't know if it has like opacity or there we go. That's much better.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. 20 non-nat will hit. So
Thank freaking goodness. 18 damage.
18. And is your weapon magical?
It's
not.
just a great sword.
Okay, so it is not magical. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So it is resistant.
Mhm. Rude.
All right. That's your first attack.
Oh yeah. Do that. How you get? That's a nat 20.
Oh, a nat 20. Well, there you go.
And let's see.
Did you get brutal critical this time?
I was just going to tell you. Yeah, I have brutal critical, so I can roll an additional weapon damage die when determining the extra damage for a critical hit with a melee attack.
Okay. So your 2d6 becomes 4d6, which becomes 5d6 with brutal.
Okay, don't mind if I do. 26.
26, and that is reduced to 13.
I'll just sit here and wait to inevitably be put into its mouth because that seems to be what everything does to me. I can't do anything. This is like the part. Yeah, this is why you missed the bonus match, the bonus action disengage.
Yes, yeah. Yep. It looks down on you and it says, I wish you mortals would see that all eventually goes to rot. What your actions are fruitless. And yeah, that will be your turn. Fen, it is your turn.
Okie dokie. Am I looking at like a large mushroom south of me?
Yes, you are. There are
All right.
large mushrooms, fallen trees.
Fantastic. So first things first. Mind blade, mind dagger. Toss it, throw it in his face. See how that goes.
Okay.
Oh, all right. So I think that hits at a, oh gosh, where's my numbers? That would be a 27.
Yeah, 27 will hit.
Oh, good to hear. And that means, assuming it does any damage, who knows? It is mind psychic damage, so we'll see. But I do get, because that's 5 plus 1, 10, 14, 20, 23, 28 damage if it does anything.
Yeah, and this is just pure psychic damage.
Yes.
Oh, then yes, 23 you said, or 20, what was it?
Sorry, it's 28.
28. Okay. That's a solid hit.
Yay for sneak attack.
It actually, like, this is the first attack that's hit it that has, like, you actually see the whole body like writhe and ripple from the effects of this psychic blast.
Oh, okay. This works a lot better. Thank goodness you don't have the thing that the dreams thing did. Oh boy. Okay. And I think I'm still wearing a shield right now, so instead of being able to throw another dagger, I'm just gonna go for bonus action. Hide.
Mm-hmm. As you hide, it's going to use one of its legendary actions.
Fair.
Oops, just need the one. To bellow. You hear from deep within this thing, like this voice starts to like echo within itself, and then eventually the whole thing like vibrates, and you hear this bellowing throughout the entire swamp here. I need everyone who can hear the creature to make a wisdom saving throw. And this is against a frightened effect, if that affects anything for you.
Well, that's cocked. Shoot. That was a 15 too. Oh, yeah,
19.
nope. That's sorry, that's a loss. That's a 5 for
Okay.
Mm.
19 succeeds.
How's a 16?
16 fails.
Well, fails too then.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Ahoo!
We're doing so great already.
Let's see. Where's frightened? There we go.
I'm gonna blame my frightenedness for why I only got a 15 on my stealth roll for hiding.
There you go. Just a little too creeped out.
Yep.
Yes, so
It was all fine until the skull came out.
Brr.
yeah, no, that genuinely a terrifying turn of events. So let's see. So we have, so the only one who succeeded was Merlin. Grief, what'd you roll?
Well,
No, 12. Okay. You are all frightened. Let me see how long you're frightened. This is, you can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns, ending the effect on a success. So, oh, and it was supposed to be a 60-foot cone, but you are all in that cone. And you can hear it. So that's fine. Excellent. Anything else for you, Fen? That was your turn. It did its legendary action. Now we're on to Merlin. So
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I did my bonus action, I did my movement, I did my action.
Yep.
On we go.
okay, Merlin, it is your turn. You are not frightened of this creature. You're the only one who can willingly move closer to it.
Merlin would like to cast banishment against Thesios, the Wellspring of Rot.
That's a fascinating thing to do. What's the save it needs to make for that?
It's a charisma saving throw. 15.
Okay, let's see.
this giant skullworm's super charismatic.
Well, yeah, kind of. It is a +10 to its charisma saving throw. That is a
Holy
28.
Jesus.
So it didn't even need to burn a legendary. It says, "You banish me to where? To my own domain? Wizard, full of hubris, soon you will also be soil.
Oh, crap.
Anything else for the great wizard Merlin?
Nope, not at this time.
All right. It is going to use its remaining 2 legendary actions before its turn, and it is going to make a death roll. It is going to move here. It can move up to half its speed. And Merlin and Grief, you are going to be crushed as this thing just rolls over you. I need you to actually this will be a hit against you. So a 26 to hit you, Grief.
Yeah, you think? Yeah.
You take 18 bludgeoning damage. And you are grappled and restrained.
Oh, fun.
And the 18 is half, right? Because it's bludgeoning.
You'll take half
Oh,
of
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So,
Whew.
as you are now wrapped up in this worm, and
So that's 9, right? Math.
Yep.
yes,
Cool.
and Merlin, it's going to make a crush attack. Let me just make sure. Oh no, when it does this death roll, you just take the damage automatically, and it's double damage. So you are going to take the full 18, because it would have been 36.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Well
oh.
then.
Merlin, you take 30 bludgeoning damage.
Merlin's
Ooh.
dead.
You're at 0?
Yeah.
We didn't rest before we came here.
Excellent. Okay.
That's not excellent. Rude.
Oh,
I'm killing you. Fantastic.
It looks like Torsten's also in here, so
I am.
God.
I was gonna say.
I'm not going to do that. I should have just rolled once. That's fine. You also take 30 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And now it's its turn. So, Grief.
Good.
boy.
Grief, you were not grappled by this because it was not a, it wasn't actually the crush attack. So,
okay.
Oh no, it grabbed you and does the damage to everyone. Got it. I will get this right. Finicky game. So it did the attack to you, Grief, and then it did the damage to the other 2, but not the attack. So, but now it's its turn. So that was the last 2 of that. So now it's this creature's turn, and it has you, and it's going to make a bite attack against you. It's a 32 to hit. You need to, Grief, make a dexterity saving throw, of which you have disadvantage, but I think your barbarian feature gives you advantage, so it's just a straight dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, I have advantage on effects. Against effects I can see while not deafened, blinded, or incapacitated.
Mm-hmm.
So flat roll. 19.
19 is not enough. It was a 23.
Oh my God. I'm not
You-
having fun anymore, guys.
Aw.
Okay, so you are going to take the full amount of this damage. Let me see. You take
Excuse me.
27 reduce, you take 14 piercing damage. That's all you take this round. 14 piercing damage.
Okay.
So,
Oh my. Wow.
Torsten, it is your turn.
Is it now? Well then, so because my colleague is unconscious, and this thing keeps talking about like, oh, you will die, you will return to soil. Torsten will kind of lean towards Merlin, prep a little syringe of cure wounds, and we'll look at this thing and say, I do not live in a vacuum worm. I will not die in one. And I will use my action cast Cure Wounds. At second level, let's say. So Merlin regains 18 HP.
Ooh.
As for bonus actions, I think I am fine where I am.
Why did I just lose all vision?
Oh, I gave you the blinded condition because you are inside its belly.
Oh, okay.
You are swallowed. You failed the dexterity saving throw. You are swallowed by this creature.
I don't know how I missed that that's what happened, but okay, cool.
That's on me. Yes. So to back up, it did the bite. You failed the dex save. It swallowed you whole.
Okay, yeah,
So-
you left all that out.
I am not on top of my game. We'll
Having a night. It's
we'll
okay.
consider the first half hour as a little test run, and we'll go from here. So
It's all good, man.
As
We're
we
all
warm
doing our
back up.
best.
Yeah. But yeah, that is my turn.
I knew something was
excellent.
going to swallow me again.
So what did you do, Torsten? Sorry, I had to back up.
I cast Cure Wounds on Merlin.
Okay.
I kind of shit talk the shit talk Thesios, saying like, I do not live in a vacuum, I will not die in one.
Right.
And there's nothing else that really benefits me at the moment.
Okay.
So that's all.
Excellent. All right. So that is Torsten's turn. Grief, you are inside of this thing. You
Great.
are blinded. You are no longer, let me see. The solid creature is blinded and restrained. You're not grappled though. And you're frightened. So
Yeah.
Good luck
but
moving away from him.
but I'm not. Yeah, but I imagine I can. I don't think I can miss hitting it from the inside.
correct. Yes.
So I'm just gonna great sword. Is my rage is still active, right? That
You're-
doesn't
Correct.
drop. Okay.
Yes.
26, non-net.
That will hit.
That's only 7. Rolled ones. Second attack.
The irony of being blinded is that it kind of negates the fear thing because it's when you can see the enemies.
With raging, is it not all raging that causes? Is that just
If
a
you-
different barbarian class?
If you were a
that-
berserker, yes.
I keep forgetting that. Okay, got it.
18 for the second hit.
18 just hits.
And that's 15 for that one.
Excellent.
And I am hoping that I am giving it enough of a tummy ache that it'll eventually throw me up or
Yes.
something.
You did enough damage. It needs to make a constitution saving throw,
Cool.
of which it has a plus 14.
Holy God.
It rolled a nat 1 to vomit you up.
Oh my God.
Okay, let me see here. All right. No longer restrained and can escape the
Hey, has anybody seen Grief? Whoa!
it's gonna launch you 10 feet away from it.
Fantastic, frankly.
And you hit the ground. I'm gonna say you are prone for the time being.
Ugh. Why do things keep swallowing me?
Wait, no, you're raging and have danger sense. I say, like, yeah, you can hit the ground, like you know how to land. But yeah, you did enough damage in the one turn that it had to throw you up. So
Fantastic.
like the skull itself just like breaks apart as like grief is launched out of the of this worm, hits the ground. Like I feel like grief does the like Akira motorcycle thing with the chair, like The skull reforms around this creature and says, "No worries. I will eat you eventually." And you get to make your saving throw for being frightened.
And that's wisdom.
That is wisdom saving throw.
18.
18 is not enough.
Damn.
So you are still frightened of this creature. And it is going to use its 3 legendary actions to make 1 bite attack against Thorsten.
Alrighty.
So that is a 16 to hit.
That misses.
Okay. You managed to yeah, go ahead.
My AC is 17.
Nice.
For folks at home.
Yeah, you just managed to, like, you see it coming this time as it, like, has moved to swallow something else, and you just managed to hold it off with your armor. As it is kind of like on top of you too. So that is the end of Grief's turn. Fen, it is your turn.
Okie doke. Did my 15 stealth work? I guess I wouldn't know that, but
Yeah, you are hidden enough. Let me see what its passive would be. So no, 15 would not be enough against its passive.
okay. That means that I can't balance out the disadvantage with an advantage then. Dang. Any rate, throwing a mind dagger at it. See how this goes. Okay, 18 versus an 11. So, the lower number was a 20 to hit.
A 20 will hit.
Good. Still gets to do that beautiful bean footage. Here we go. That's 6 plus 6. That's 12. Oh, 13.
13.
To 16. Oh, what did I just say? 16. That way 18, 23 damage this time.
That's a solid hit.
Woo!
Yeah. When you get that sneak attack damage, it's beautiful.
Mhm.
But clearly I can see it and I don't like seeing it, so I'm gonna move in a way that is away from it. And sliding over
Mhm.
to that corner right there. That's sideways, right? Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll work.
And yeah, duck and hide. Hide and cover. Is that it? I can't see it at this point, logically, right? So I wouldn't have the disadvantage from seeing it, or is that not accurate?
For the attacks right now,
frighten gives you like disadvantage on like everything, right? Or is that just attacks?
just attacks. You can't move. You can't move closer to it, and you have disadvantage when you can see the creature.
Okay, so just for the attacks.
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh. That was a much better stealth roll. That would be 20. No, I'm sorry, 31.
A 31? Yes, you are
Yes.
finally hidden from it.
Yay!
I can't see you. You can't see me.
Let's see. What's it want to do as you hide away from it? No, it's going to see what you're going to do. It's the body has like shivers from the wounds from this psychic damage, and you can see the multitude of insects and worms that live within the body of this creature are moving and squirming and floundering from the damage, but the voice of the Wellspring of Rot has not wavered. He still talks to you. He says, "I do not understand why I must do this. This seems a pathetic venture for pathetic creatures." And is going to just not use its legendary action this time. So Merlin, you are conscious. You are on the ground.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Merlin would like to move behind Thesios.
Okay. Yeah, you can shift around.
Okay, and then Merlin would like to cast Immolation at Thesios.
Okay. Tell me what that does.
Flames wreath one creature you can see within range. The target must make a dexterity saving throw. It takes 8d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
Okay.
On a fail, okay. So the dexterity saving throw would be a 15.
That is a 10 on its dexterity saving throw.
So it failed, right?
And that is correct. It failed.
Woo! So let's see. What is the damage?
Actually, it is going to burn its first legendary resistance and choose to succeed instead.
What?
You're dealing
It
with a
can-
being of an extremely ancient being, an extremely powerful one. It seems to have welled up in it some reserves of magic to resist certain things.
Okay.
But it still does damage. It's just going to take half. So
Oh, okay.
go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. The damage is 29, so half of that would be
14.
14.
And it is also
5.
resistant to fire damage. So that is only 7 damage.
Woo.
Anything else you would like to do, Merlin?
Nah.
Okay. Now this thing is going to spend its last 2 legendary actions to make a bite attack. Oh no, it can't make a bite attack. Cool. Then it's going to do its death roll. So it can move up to half its speed, which is walking 50. So it can move 25 feet. It's going to roll across you all, making a crush attack against Torsten. 28 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. You are, as it has rolled against you. Let me just make sure that this is. Yeah. So you take 29 bludgeoning damage. And you are grappled and restrained inside of it.
Okay. Restrained. Munch.
Okay. And that's it for that. As it has moved away from here. And Fen, you are not hidden in this position anymore.
Well, shoot.
Yeah. So that was the last of its legendary actions. But now it's its turn. And it is going to use decay on Torsten here. So it does a 21 to hit.
Yep.
And you take no way, that's right. Oh, it should only be the necrotic, which is 25 necrotic damage.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes. Sorry.
That does bring me to exactly 0, however.
Okay.
Damn shame.
You are unconscious. I'm gonna say that means you are not frightened anymore. And it is gonna just let go of you onto the ground into this soft soil that you slowly sink into.
Okay.
Torsten, it is your turn. I need you to make a death saving throw.
You got it. Let's see here. Flat D20. Okay, a 14, so that's 1 success.
Okay. You have 1 success. Grief, it is your turn.
All right. I'm gonna try and hit this thing. Yeah, it's only a 15 on the first one.
Okay, that will not hit.
19 on the second.
19 hits.
13 damage.
Okay, so that reduces to 12 to because 12 to 6. So it turns to you, Grief, and it says, why do you continue to fight against your inevitable end?
Is that not what we're here to do?
Most creatures accept that they will die when they are wounded by a larger creature. Some fight, but eventually they all give up. You have fought so many battles and you have more battles to fight ahead. Why do you keep fighting? You're muted.
What other option is there besides lay down and die? I'm not one to give up that easily. If you want me dead, you'll have to make it happen. But I'm not just going to stop.
Its face is utterly inscrutable, but it seems to accept your answer. But even as it does, its jaw opens up to bite at you as it does a legendary action, which is all 3 of its legendary actions this round. So, one single bite attack against you, Grief. 28 to hit.
Yep.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Is this one of the ones I can do at advantage?
You have it at advantage, yes.
Cool. 15.
15.
Why are you so determined to kill us? What's in this for you?
It comes so close to your face, and it says, if I had my way, I would just wait to reclaim you. This is not a matter of me trying to kill you. This is a test of your strength and your resolve. And it opens up in like 4 pieces and like wraps itself around you. You take the damage you take is 8 piercing damage.
Is that already halved?
Yeah, that's the halved amount. So but you are again swallowed by this thing. So you are restrained and you are blinded.
You gotta find a way to get paid per swallow over here. That sounds inappropriate. Sorry, everybody. I didn't think that one through.
So does the bite action always take 3 legendary actions?
When it uses that as a legendary action, yes.
Okay.
But there's only 5 combatants, so it's recharging its legendary actions every
Sure.
single round.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
but that's it for that. Fen, it is your turn.
Gotcha. Okay. Throwing a mind dagger. Here we go. 4. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. At disadvantage, that was a 23 to hit.
23 to hit, that'll do it.
Good. All right. 5, 6, plus 6, that's 12. 14. Oh my gosh, 15. So only 20 damage that time.
Okay, only 20.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know how it goes. And yeah, I don't think rather than hiding this time, I see Torsten lying over there. I'm gonna use my only spell, really, and do a healing word on him. Torsten, we really need you, buddy. Hope this helps.
Clarifying question. Does healing require sight, and am I still like in this thing?
You never got swallowed.
Okay, good.
It basically it wrapped itself around it, like it rolled over the terrain and pulled you into it and crushed you some. And then the
Okay.
necrotic energy on the outside is what eventually caused you to go down.
I gotcha. Okay.
There's only 5 health, but it's something.
Better than 0.
Better than 0 indeed. And now, even though I can't hide, I'm still going to keep, well, actually, 1, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Ah, dang. All right. don't like how close I'm getting to this darn thing, but I can't run to better hiding. So, actually, wait a minute. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yee! Hey, come here. I'm actually going all the way over here now.
Okay. Yeah. This is a good call.
Separating the battlefield.
All right.
And that's it for Fen.
Okay. It turns to you, Merlin, and says, "What will you do now, wizard?"
Wizard will use magic missile.
All right.
And so that's 4 darts, right?
At first level,
so-
unless you want to upcast it.
Upcast it?
Yeah, so you can use a higher level spell slot and you get more darts. So
Right. Okay, I'll cast it at the 4th level.
Okay. So that's an extra 3 darts.
Okay, so
7.
5, 5, 5. Wow.
Wait, 5?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it adds a plus
+1.
1. Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
So it's 17.
17. Yeah, it takes the full 17 damage off that.
Woo!
It is still very much writhing and moving and looking towards you with that skull and these seemingly flaps. Pieces of dirt fall from its mouth into the ground and hit the wet soil below you. Anything else for you, Merlin?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. It is now the Wellspring's turn. And grief is inside of it, so that's not an option. Excellent. Torsten, you know what's going to happen. It's actually going to try and crush you first.
Okay.
That is a 35 to hit. Yeah.
Okay.
That is a nat 20. So, yeah.
Owie.
Yeah. So
Oh, shit.
you're probably unconscious, right?
Yep.
As that is 20 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Oh.
As long as it's not like an outright death because of too much damage.
Uh-huh.
Y'all are
after harder than that.
Y'all are high enough level, like unless something really goes wrong here, like you will be fine. Because it has to go like in one attack, it has to go negative your max HP, right? Like
Oh yeah.
so
Yeah.
yeah. That's like that's a tier 1 problem, not a tier 2 or 3. So like
Correct.
So
the death save results still carry over, correct? I believe so.
I've never played it that way. It's always been a new set every time you go down. So
Okay.
yeah.
I've done.
So that's the Wellspring's turn. And Torsten, go ahead and give me a death saving throw.
Alrighty.
As part of you feels the comfort, the coolness of this moist soil below you, as you slowly feel yourself sinking into what feels like a soft bed.
The dirt sinks within the armor because it would be so easy to quit all of this, because I rolled an 8, and that's a failure.
Okay. And you hear it say, rot, decay, rest. And I think that's where we should go ahead and take our break. As we are at the top of the round, we'll come back beginning with Grief, who is inside its stomach.
Now, quick question before we go to break. Does an 18, and I don't think it does, take care of the frightened effect?
No, you need a 19.
That's what I thought. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I just rolled my frightened effect. So it's like, because I keep forgetting to do that at the end of the turn.
That's fair. That's fair. Oh yeah, if you have the frightened condition, you need to be rolling that. So I don't know if Grief, you rolled it at the end of your last round or not.
I don't think so, no.
So we'll have you probably do it at the beginning. But yeah, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in 10 to 15 minutes. See you soon. Hey, everyone. Welcome back. We come back to the middle of combat here, and we come to Grief, who you are inside of this creature. You are going to take some necrotic damage as we start. 3d10. It's gonna roll the whole thing for it, but that I'm just gonna give you the necrotic. That is 15 necrotic damage. But it is your turn.
All right. Jeez. Okay. First, I'm gonna try to use my attack.
Okay.
That's a nat 20.
Yeah, that's a nat 20 then. Yes.
That's 30.
30 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's resistant, so it only takes 15. Okay. So it's not quite met the threshold yet. So
Okay. One more
That's-
attack.
yep,
That's a 19 on the die plus 9.
that will hit.
That's 14 damage.
14 reduced to 7. That is going to meet the threshold. You do your attacks and it launches you back out. Let's see. So you are no longer restrained or blinded.
Okay, great. And then I want to bonus action potion of healing.
Okay. Yep.
How many is the regular?
A regular is 2d4 plus 2.
2, that's what I thought. Okay, so that's 8. So I'm up to a whopping 23.
You're doing better than most
I
on
know.
the battlefield right now. So
I know.
and go ahead and roll your save for frightened. It's a wisdom saving throw.
Oops. Yeah. That's only a 12.
Okay. You're still frightened of this creature.
Already.
Okay. That brings us to Fen.
All right. Well, there's not a lot I can do for anyone being got this unnatural feeling like I can't get anywhere near this thing, so just gonna throw a dagger at it. Grief is no longer within striking distance of it. Is he?
Correct. And Torsten is
He's down.
yes. And you did not hide last turn, so you do not have advantage on the attack.
No, definitely
but,
don't.
But you could bonus action hide beforehand, but it's up to you. So
I could. Hey, why not? That's a good point. we can do it that way. We can roll that way. Look at me hiding. Oh goodness. That would be a 17.
17 is not enough to hide from this creature.
Yeah.
It has a passive perception of 20.
Okay. Well, I wasted my bonus action. I feel like I can't. Just can't find any place to hide around here. Oh goodness. I've got to be able to do something. Maybe this is distracting, and I'm gonna reach in the bag of tricks and throw it at him.
Okay. We saw.
Probably. We'll see. Nope, that's a 7 on the die, which I believe is a wolf of some type. What we got here? Where you at? Oh God, how did I lose my bag? You can't. There it is. Direwolf.
Direwolf?
Direwolf. And I throw it 20 feet away from me, so it, lands about 45 feet from the action at this point.
Okay, so it gets 20 feet, so it can pop here.
Okie dokie. Meanwhile, I don't have the ability to hide anymore, but I am still going to try to disappear behind this tree.
Okay.
Tree bush.
Sounds good. Yeah, you're at least out of line of sight. So
Exactly. Yep. And yeah, Wolfenstein. Good luck.
yep. Go ahead and roll for its attack because it just does what it's supposed to, what it's in its nature on its turn.
Yes.
So go ahead. It's gonna attack the giant worm thing.
Sure. As you do. That was cocked. And that's an 8 plus numbers. I don't imagine that's gonna hit. Knowing a dire wolf, it can't have that good of a hit. We're looking at a +5. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's only a 13.
Okay. Yeah, it does get pack tactics, but unfortunately grief is not there for it. But yeah, that's not enough for this dire wolf.
Yep. But there's another player on the field.
Yes. Which is looks so delicious to this
I
creature.
imagine.
It's gonna spend its 3 legendary actions to devour this dire wolf.
I'm not shocked. It's gonna have to roll really low to fail this, or is this a saving throw of some type?
Well, it's kind of both. It's an attack, a 27
Right.
hit. The initial
Yeah,
damage is 31 piercing damage.
Still alive.
Okay.
Still
And then
kicking.
it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Sure. Do you have saving throws? I mean, I guess it's just +2, but oh mansies. Not only does it only have a +2, that was a 1 on the die. So
All right.
fail.
Yep. This wolf is now restrained and blinded as it is swallowed.
Wolfenstein, no!
I'm just gonna put it on top of the token here. Yeah. This thing is not alive. That is unfortunate. And yeah, that's it went after you. It went after the wolf's turn. So did it have multi-attack? I feel like dire wolves have multi-attack actually.
No.
Okay.
Looks like just one attack.
Let me just double check here.
Unless that's maybe things have changed in 2024.
No, you are right. It does not have it is because it's only a CR. It's a low CR. Okay. No multi-attack. Cool. That's it for Fen and Wolfie. What's the wolf's name?
Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein. Okay. Merlin, it is your turn.
Yes, I would like to cast Tasha's Mind Whip against Thesios.
Ooh, what does it need to do?
It needs to fail an intelligence saving throw. Otherwise, take 3d6 psychic damage.
It got a 16 on its intelligence saving throw.
Oh,
It should. Does it take half on a failed save?
it does.
Okay.
It takes half. Yeah. So 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay. And that's 8 psychic damage?
Yes.
Okay. It doesn't like that at all. You can see like the worm body is like reconfiguring itself while also like trying to swallow this wolf whole. But the skull and its configuration just looks at you and says, "You use my sister's magic against me. I do not care for that." And anything else for you, Merlin?
Nothing else for me.
Okay. It is the Wellspring's turn. It is going to try and crush grief.
Oh my goodness.
Actually, no. Let me see. You hear that bellowing sound again, but Fen, you feel underneath your feet as worms and insects begin to crawl up, and you hear the thrumming from inside like get rhythmic and it's starting to pull these insects up towards you as it is going to cast insect plague centered on you. So each creature must make a con saving throw.
Okay.
So go ahead and make a constitution saving throw.
How is my con saving throw? Not great. That's an 18.
An 18 succeeds.
Woo!
Okay. So you are going to take half of this damage then. So that is half of 25 is 12. You take 12 piercing damage.
All right. No, stop it.
Yes, it's like beetles and all sorts of like centipedes and everything crawl up out of the bog around you. This is also now difficult terrain.
Yep. That sounds right.
Oops. And yeah, so
15.
let me just make sure there was nothing else for that. It is a sphere. Oh, and flying and insects begin to fly around you. The area is also lightly obscured. So, so that is the Wellspring's turn. Torsten, please give me a death saving throw. I think you did get healed. Yeah. Okay.
Let's see here. I am so tired. That is a second failure.
Okay. You
Oh, boy.
sink. Oh, what?
Oh no, I was just saying, oh boy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I thought you had something. No. You continue to sink lower and lower into this bog, the dirt forming up around you, seeping up into the crevices of your armor.
What's your wishes?
Grief, it is your turn.
Man, we are not doing so hot. Okay, I can't move toward it, correct?
Correct.
Fantastic.
Let
Absolutely
me
fantastic.
double check that is the case. Creature cannot willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
Cool. Then I guess I will try to throw a javelin from here.
Yep,
Non-nat 20.
that'll hit.
14 damage.
All right, reduced to 7. And it needs to make a constitution saving throw to maintain the insect plague, which it succeeds. So go ahead.
All right, and then I'm going to throw one of my hand axes.
Okay,
21 non-nat.
that'll hit.
That's going to be 10 damage.
10 damage reduced to 5. And again with the con saving throw. 21, which will succeed. So the insect plague holds.
Okay, and then I'm going to bonus action my other regular potion of healing. That's only 4. That's okay. All right, 27. All right, that's my turn.
Okay.
Well, actually, if I can't move closer, then I'm going to move away a little bit.
Okay.
I'm just going to come. Can I come this way?
Yeah, I think so.
Watch out for the plague.
Oh, yeah, the plague. Let's not go to the plague. Go about right there.
All right. Go ahead and give me your wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
This frightened has paid off dividends.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's a 3 on the die plus 1.
Hey.
All right. Fen, it is your turn.
Okay. First of all, you get off me. 5, 10, 15, because it's difficult terrain, so I can only move half my move. But I think that gets me out of the area according to this.
Yes, that
Sweet.
will. Mhm.
Okay. And Mind Dagger.
Okay.
That But it's a natural 20, but disadvantage. Oh, what is a 19? So 28 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit still.
But yeah, could have been a natural 20. All right, here we go. 6. And Wolfenstein is still within damage range and still conscious.
Yes. Yeah.
Sweet deal. So that's 6, 10, 11, 16, and 22 makes 27 damage on that one.
27 damage.
And I am not close enough to do anything else. I guess I get bonus action dash, right? That's a thing I can do.
Yeah,
Never
absolutely.
do that, but all right. 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeet. And Fen is hiding and just shouts from a corner, "Get him, Wolfie!"
I do want to remind you that you can use your psychic blades whenever you make an attack with the psychic blade. You can use a bonus action to do a second psychic blade if that's ever something you want to do. So just want to remind you of that.
Right now I have a shield going though, so I don't have my second hand available.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Really should put that shield away at this point, but I have not yet.
Yeah. That is a thing. So cool. Yep, that is there's nothing it can really do with its legendary actions right now. So Merlin, it is your turn.
Merlin would like to cast Tasha's Mind Whip again.
Okay.
It needs to succeed at an intelligence saving throw.
13.
Woo! Okay, let's see the damage. It is 8.
8 damage. Does it do anything else on top of that, or is it just the damage?
Let's see, on its next turn, it must choose whether it gets a move in action or a bonus action. It gets only one of the 3. On a successful save, target takes half as much damage and suffers none of the spell's other effects.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, still a good hit on that. Excellent. So it is its turn. It has spells. Let me look at what it can do here. It is going to, that's fine. It is going to drop the insect plague and cast Evard's Black Tentacles. Writhing masses of tentacles erupt from the ground around you, Merlin.
Oh no.
Let's see. Let's get you in a. There we go.
Oh, weird. It's a square spell effect, huh?
Yeah, no, I thought that was weird too. But yes. So ebony squirming and ebony tentacles fill a 20-foot square on the ground. You can see within range. These tentacles turn the ground into difficult terrain. When a creature enters the affected area or starts its turn there, it must make a dex saving throw or take bludgeoning damage or be restrained. So it's trying to hold you where you are. But that will affect you on your next turn. So, but that's it for now. Torsten, please give me another death saving throw.
Oh no.
If you fail this one, you are dead.
Big money. Let's see here. So I have to meet a 10, right?
Yes,
Yes.
10 or above
Okay.
is good.
Okay, good. Not quite dead yet.
Yay.
Okay, so you got a 10?
Yep, 10, exactly.
Okay. All right. You what's it look like as you're holding on for one more round?
Yeah, I can't remember. Am I like in the worm now or am I
You're actually underneath the worm.
okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think as parts of parts of him are sticking out from under the dirt of the worm. He kind of clenches his gauntlets. It kind of kind of hacks up a little bit of grave dirt.
Excellent. We forgot about Wolfenstein's turn.
Yeah.
It's gonna take some necrotic damage.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and do that. So yeah, it's probably gonna die.
I mean, I think the minimum you did 31 damage last time, so he's holding on with 6. So let's find out.
Yeah, that is 16 necrotic damage at the
Yep.
start of its turn.
And a poof.
Boop. Wolfenstein is gone. And it's like you like see the body of this worm reconfigure, and you hear the wolf's bones break, but it eventually poofs and like the body collapses in the space where the wolf once was.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear like it bellows again as like the body squirms, and you hear that rhythmic pulsing through this entire swamp. Yeah, so that was Torsten's turn. That was Wolfenstein's turn. It is now Grief's turn.
Well, I can't move closer to it. I've got
Yeah.
one hand axe left.
Let me.
So I am truly running out of options, but I will throw my last hand axe.
Okay.
That's only a 14.
14 does not hit.
All right. I don't have any other weapons. I don't have a ranged weapon. I just had those throwing, that degree of ranged. And I can't move closer to it. So there's really nothing I can do.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your wisdom saving throw. You have to beat a 19 eventually, right?
You tell my dice that. All right, that's an 18 on the die plus 1.
Excellent. You are no longer frightened of this creature.
Okay, fantastic. But I can't do anything because that's the end of my turn.
That was the end of your
Okay.
turn. Yep.
Cool. Next time.
Fen, it is your turn. The insects have retreated back into the ground.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Can't I? Oh no, never mind. Never mind. I'm not a rogue, so I can't bonus action hide.
Okay. Before I take my actual action, I'm gonna call out from over this mushroom. Wellspring of Death, Thesios, you asked my friends why they endeavor to go on, despite the fact that everything rots. When we go on, we can make the world a better place. We are striving to make the world a better place. And if the world is a better place, the more opportunity for things to rot. Because ultimately, if the dragons have their way, if this world gets destroyed, then there is a limited amount of rot for you. But if you let us live, if you give us your power, we will endeavor to make the world a better place, giving you more things to eventually rot, but ultimately making us happy because we've made the world a better place too.
Are you not weary? Are you not tired?
There is a chance to be tired when I'm close to death, but I'm not there yet.
Even Fergus calls you across that door. I know you've heard his call. Not that I believe that his power is more than mine, but you too yearn for the soil. I know you do. Your words mean nothing. If you want to prove it, show me.
All right. Show you. She's still contemplating what exactly that means, but she is going to throw another mind dagger. Actually, sorry. Bonus action hide, then mind dagger.
All right.
Let's try to even out the. Yeah, no, that bonus action hide failed, so I'm at disadvantage with my attack. And yeah, that's a natty 1, so not even bothering with the other roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. As actually, while we get to the end of your turn, this thing is going to spend 2 of its legendary actions and roll closer to you, move half its speed.
That was a 16 on my frightened, so still frightened.
Okay. Merlin, it is your turn. I need you to we begin your turn, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. The DC is 18, Merlin.
Got an 11.
Okay. You're going to take you'll take 10 bludgeoning damage.
Ah, that puts me at 8 HP.
Okay. And you are restrained.
Does that mean no spell casting?
No, you can spell cast. It just means your speed is 0.
Okay. What else?
For right now, that's it. But these writhing tentacles of soil out of the ground are going to continue to like slam and grab at you unless you can find a way out of this pool. Oh, actually, it needs to make a Constitution saving throw. I think. Did it get hit by attack? No, Fen didn't hit it. Grief didn't hit it. Torsten's dying. So yeah, no, never mind. This spell is still up. So yeah, but it's your turn. Your speed is 0. And yeah, this might be a problem
Okay.
for next round.
Okay, Merlin casts Tasha's Mind Whip once again.
Okay.
He needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
16, which I think just it meets your what is your DC?
My DC, where is that?
Oh, the spell save DC.
Spell save DC.
Should be above your spell list.
Oh, it's 15.
Okay, then yes, it beats. So it's going to take half.
Okay, let's see. 17, so 5.
So that's 8.
8.
It's still up. Anything else for you, Merlin?
Nope.
Okay. All right. We go to this creature. It is going to move towards you, Fen.
Huh?
And it is
Oh,
going
hi.
to try and crush you. Why are you targeted? Don't target people. Don't do that. There we go. 32 to hit you.
Oh,
Fen.
definitely does. Yes. Yeah.
Excellent. You take 15 bludgeoning damage. And
Okey-doke.
you are grappled and restrained by this creature
Gotcha.
as you are pulled up into the writhing mass of its body. And it says again, it says a little louder and closer to you. It pulls your face closer to it. It says, show me that you're not weary, that you won't give up when the time comes to make a killing blow. And that's its turn. Torsten, please make a death saving throw.
Alrighty. 19.
19. Okay. That is 2 failures and 2 successes.
And it's down to the wire, everybody.
Excellent. Grief, it is your turn.
Okay. How far is Torsten from me? Okay, fantastic. I'm gonna move over to Torsten. We all should have actually, I don't know if it's better we should all have a potion of greater healing on our person. So can I find that on him? Or alternatively just use mine?
Yeah. Oh, that's up to Torsten, so yeah.
Yeah, I do have one on my person, so yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna quick search this person and grab it and give it to him. Now I don't know how you want to handle that. Do you want that rolled or
you use an item? So
because we made the rule with ourselves, but not with each other.
Yeah. Well, if you spend your full action, like making sure the whole bottle gets
Yeah.
into Torsten, then it's the max amount.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. So that's a potion of greater healing. So that's 4d4 plus 4.
44 plus 4. So,
All right.
so
that
that's
would be what? Everybody math.
20, right?
20.
Yep.
Yeah,
20.
20.
Gotcha.
So Torsten is no longer unconscious.
As I make my way that way, can I pick up the hand axe that went short?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay, fantastic. Fight's not over yet, buddy. Yeah.
The insects and things start to retreat from Torsten as he now regains consciousness and begins moving. So, any bonus actions for, if you do not attack, you will lose your rage at the end of this round. Just an FYI.
Yeah, I'll pop off a rage in my next
Okay.
because it won't drop until, so I can't pop it off now. That'll be a waste. So
Correct.
I'll just
I think
yeah.
you can spend your bonus action to drop it, but it's a whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll keep your rage until the beginning of next turn. So cool. Fen, it is your turn. You are grappled and restrained in the body of this worm.
For sure. Yeah.
Double disadvantage.
You want me to show you that I will not grow weary. Well, I have Vergus on my side. And with Vergus on my side, anything can happen. Word of Radiance. And the worm's going to have to succeed. Probably will, but on a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Oops. Nope. I don't know what I meant to do. Con saving throw. Yes. That is one of its strong suits. So
Yep, probably going to succeed then.
25.
Yep. So nothing happens except a bright light comes from me.
Yes. Good. Writhe. Try to flee. Try to live. Anything else for Fen?
It would be an action to try to escape from this grasp, right?
Yes. Let me just double
And I
check.
already used that.
A target creature. Thesios can grapple up to 2 creatures. It doesn't say how to escape, but probably it's I would say that's probably going to be an action to try and escape. To break the restrained grappled.
Okay, yeah. Unfortunately, then I can't.
Yep.
Here's a
That's
stupid
fair.
thought. Bonus action, hide in its tentacles.
That would be okay if your speed wasn't 0. So
Dang. Okay.
all right. Oh, seriously? Okay. Merlin, it is your turn.
Merlin will cast Magic Missile against Thesios.
Okay.
At spell level 3.
Okay.
So
That's 6 darts.
4, 2, 2, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 15, 18.
18.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What's it look like when you take down Thesios?
A lot of screaming and falling to the knees with the arms outstretched to the sky and like sweat pouring down my face, crying, tears coming down my face, heavy breathing. It's a cathartic moment.
Okay. You are breathing. You raised up your staff and launched these darts at it. And Fen, like this thing is looking right at you, and these darts come across and break off pieces of the skull one by one, breaking down lower towards its neck. Its body slumps onto the ground, hits it with a thud, this whole realm begins to tremble. The dirt
Ben hits the
underneath you.
ground in superhero pose.
Absolutely. You let me end this. You hit the ground, and it's like you all feel like it begins to vibrate like an earthquake is beginning to happen, and the softness of the soil just turns liquid underneath you, and you are all being pulled under the soil here. But you're pulled under, and as you lose sight of this domain, you feel like water is above you. You poke your head up. You're not going down anymore. The perspective has changed, and you are in the pool in the temple. The 6 corpses are now leaned towards you, hands outstretched, still as if statues in this temple. But you are here. You're alive, and you are back at the obelisk.
As he surfaces, Torsten will surface and will continue flailing. I'm not ready. I swear I'm not ready. There's so much to do. The work is too important.
Oh. Ow. Ow. Can we?
Merlin's weeping.
I really need things to stop eating me.
Ben is gonna reach out to Merlin and pull him up out of the water and onto land, as she's also trying to get out of this water.
Torsten will eventually get himself and aid Grief out of the water.
You pull yourselves out of the water, and you hear all 6 of these corpses speak to you in the voice of the Wellspring. Well done. I am not easy to impress. I could have destroyed you the first moment I saw you. You fought well. And remember this always. At the end of it all, the earth will take you into her warm embrace, and you will live amongst the rot forever. But I offer you a boon. And you all feel like there's like an earthworm that crawls from like underneath your clothes as you were all pulled into the dirt. And it goes down your arm, and it forms a ring, which turns to a dull gray metal as it wraps around. You all have resistance to necrotic damage.
Ooh.
Woohoo!
Sweet.
And
Thesios, we thank you for your boon.
it is an honor to give it to you. Very few mortals, in fact, the only mortals that you see before you, have impressed me. And I have one more boon to give. To the warrior that never stopped, that even in the face of death, you helped a friend, but you never stepped away from me for one moment. And from the soil around this obelisk, an axe, a large double-bladed battle axe, rises up. It's the edges of it. It looks like the whole thing has been like it's permanently caked in dirt and blood. For you, Grief. This is the axe known as Wound.
I'll take it from them. Thank you.
If you wish, you can. You have the option to join my court here. But I don't foresee that that is what you want.
At this point in time, I would have to decline, but thank you. I have a duty to my party.
Not just your party. You have a duty to the whole Sphera.
Oh, no pressure, huh?
Immense pressure.
Sorry. Wrong moment for a joke, I guess.
Low elevation will do that to you. A lot of pressure.
Now, If you do not wish to become part of my court, please see your way out of my temple and leave me and my soil to rot.
So do we bow or
Yeah, I think I would give like a like nod at least.
You start to bow. The corpses will stand and point to the exit.
all right, we are leaving.
Woo!
Yep.
And that is where we're going to end our episode for tonight. Oh, thank you everyone for joining us. Let's go ahead and do our outros. Let me stop the music here. And yeah, so we'll start with the top of the order, Silver.
Hi, everybody. I am Silver_Bulette here on Twitch as well as over on YouTube. On YouTube, you can find our entire back catalog of Capes and Caverns, which is a superhero overlay of 2014 Dungeons and Dragons. If you want to watch that, we've got an entire first season and at least half of a second season going on right now, and hopefully we get back to our Monday game soon. Yeah, and hopefully also I finish editing so I can finally put out the first episode of the podcast form of Capes and Caverns. But that's me.
Fantastic. Levi.
Hello, I am Levi, and I would still love you if you were a worm. You can work it out. I am Levi577 on Twitter and like the jeans .bluesky.social. Still kind of quiet as far as RPGs work goes, but I will shill a little bit because a game that I'm quite fond of called The Between is coming on Backer Kit September 24th. So if you have some spare time and some spare money, go to the link I'm putting in the chat right now to, at the very least, reserve the Backer Kit, because if you like Gothic horror, if you like to kiss a monster or two, that is the game for you.
Awesome. Tara.
Hello. You can find me playing Dungeons and Dragons Era of the Dragons most Sundays at 7:30 p.m. Pacific.
Fantastic. We love having you here. We love Merlin. So Jaden.
Hey friends, I am Soliloquy Jaden. You can find me everywhere online as FatSapphicBro. I mostly hang out on TikTok, make a variety of content. Feel free to follow me. As for streaming, I'm here on Twitch most Sundays, 7:30 to 9:30 p.m., most Tuesdays, 6 to 9 p.m., most Wednesdays, 2 to 5 p.m., all Pacific time, but usually not the last 7 days of each month. All the details are in the announcements if you want them. Again, I don't want to bore you, but I love you. Thanks for being here.
Awesome. And I'm Archangelic. You can find me here at all the times Soliloquy said in the announcements. You can find many links for me on my website, archangelic.space. I'm also doing professional GMing, so if you enjoyed the way I run this game and you want me to run a game for you, you can book me at startplaying.games/GM/archangelic. If you've missed any of our games, you can check them out on YouTube. The link should be in our link tree and in the channel description. We also have a podcast version of this game. You can search up Era of the Dragons or Lantern Light Adventures wherever you find fine podcasts. We are going to be going into our Patreon supported after show shortly. You can find those on patreon.com/Lantern Light Adventures. The after show will always be free, but your support would mean the world to us. Thank you again to our wonderful players. Thank you again to our audience for joining us. And lastly, thank you to Polygeist, our producer, for helping us stream this show. We all appreciate you. We couldn't do it without you. Well, and with that, as always, we love you and we hope to see you next time. Good night, y'all.
Bye. Goodbye.